Good afternoon to the students of class 7. Today we are going to do the next few sums of Let's Work Out 6.3. Everybody open your maths book to page 108 and come to sum number 2, part G. Here the three terms are given. We will have to multiply these terms. So I have already taught you the method of multiplication, that we are going to multiply the constants together. Separately we are going to multiply them, and the variables we are going to multiply them separately. But before multiplication, what we will do is we are going to write all the constants together, and here the constants are given in fraction, and on the other side we will have to write the variables together. So I have written the constants together, and after that I have done the cancellation. This 7 is getting cancelled with 7, this 5 is getting cancelled with this 15, and I have got 3. Again we have got 3, and 9 is getting cancelled with 3, 3s are 9, and this 3 is getting cancelled with this 3. So finally we are getting minus 1 as the constant term. So minus 1 and s square into s, all the s are getting multiplied together, and we are having s to the power of 4, and all the t's are getting multiplied together, means t into t square. So we are having t cube, and u into u square we will have u cube. So our final answer is this minus 1, means 1 can be removed because writing 1 or not writing means the same. So the final answer is minus s to the power of 4 t cube u cube. In the same way you are going to do part H of sum number 2. Now come to part I. This is also simple multiplication, where this 4a has to be first multiplied with 3a, and this 4a again has to be multiplied with this 7b. So 4a into 3a means 12a square, and 4a into 7b means 28ab. So this is your final answer. In the same way you are going to do part J. Now come to part K. Here you have minus 17x square into 3x minus 4. So at first what we will do, with minus 17x square we will multiply 3x, and again with minus 17x square we are going to multiply this minus 4. So we are going to do the multiplication like minus 17x square into 3x, which is equals to minus 51x cube. Why? Because 17 into 3 is 51. So minus 51x cube, and minus 17x square into minus 4. So minus into minus becomes plus. 17 into 4, that is 68x square. So this is your final answer. Now in part L, here it is given 2 by 3 ABC has to be multiplied with this whole expression. So the method of multiplication will remain the same. Like we have 2 by 3 ABC, at first we are going to multiply with a square, 2 by 3 ABC we are going to multiply with b square, and then 2 by 3 ABC we are going to multiply with this minus c square, minus 3c square. You will have to keep in mind about the sign. So after multiplying I have got this 2 by 3 will remain 2 by 3, a into a square, that is a cube bc, plus 2 by 3 a, this b into b square became b cube. So we are getting 2 by 3 a b cube c, and here this 3 and 3 is getting cancelled, and we are getting minus 2. This minus sign is there, so minus into plus is minus, minus 2 a b cube c, minus 2 a b c cube. So you will have to individually multiply with the term outside the bracket with the terms present inside the bracket. Now come to the next sum, that is part M. Here also we will first multiply the terms given outside the bracket, means 2 into 5 means 10x, and with this 10x again we will have to individually multiply this 10x into 10x square y and 10x with minus 100xy square. So you are going to multiply like this. 10 into 10 means 100 x cube y, and plus into minus, the sign has changed and it became minus. So 10 into 100, that is 1000, 1000 x square, 2x are present, that is why x square into y square. So this is your final answer. Now in part N, this type of sum was done previously also. Here at first with 2x you are going to multiply with this entire 5x minus y, and then with this 3y plus 3y you are going to multiply this entire 5x minus y. So I have multiplied 2x into 5x minus y plus 3y into 5x minus y. So 2 into 5, that is 10x square, 2 into 2x into minus y means minus 2xy, the sign is getting changed. 3y into 5x means plus 15xy, and 3y plus 3y into minus y means minus 3y square. Why y square? Because 2y are present, so that is why y square. So finally we are getting 10x square, and this we can see two like terms present over here, 2xy and 15xy, minus 2xy and plus 15xy. So 15 minus 2 is 13 we know, so 15xy minus 2xy means 13xy. In this way part O is also done. A square into this first term with this whole thing, and again over here with minus b square this whole thing. In the same way the multiplication is done. So you are going to work out part P on your own. Now come to question number 3, part 1. Here the number of saplings in each row is given, which is equals to 3x. So the number of saplings in 2x rows will be 2x into 3x, that is equals to 2 into 3, we are going to multiply the constants together, 2 3s are 6, and x into x means x square, 6x square. So 6x square saplings is your answer. Next come to sum number 2, part 2 of sum number 3. So the length of the rectangle is given and breadth is given. So how can we find out the area of the rectangle? We know that the area of the rectangle means length into breadth. So length into breadth means 3x into 4x plus 1. So I have multiplied 3x into 4x plus 1. So at first 3x into 4x plus 3x into 1. So 3x into 4x means 12x square, and 3x into 1 means 3x. So the area of the required rectangle is 12x square plus 3x meter square. This is your answer. So children, you are going to listen to the explanation from the video properly and then work out the given sums in your classwork notebook. And if your first classwork notebook is finished, then you can begin with the second classwork notebook. Means you have got total 4 copies for your maths. So if one copy is finished, one classwork copy is finished, then you can begin with the second one, the new one. Okay, thank you children. That's all for today.